Alright. I don't know if I'm going to edit this into the first one or make a part 2, but this was for doing a blower motor resistor within a reasonable amount of time with realistic experience, minimal breaking and hacking. So turns out that my resistor was not the problem. I have a problem with this not telling that to turn on, which I came to find out that I separated this fuse box. The wires don't really mean anything right now at the moment, but this is the relay for the blower motor. This is the fuse for the blower motor. But this terminal right here, 85, if you look at it, let's see if I can zoom in. There it is, number 85. That's the one that gets the signal from the controls in the dash. This black with a blue tracer. It is not controlling the relay to close. So, went down to the auto parts store. Got me some wiring diagrams, which this C624 is a middle point between the relay and the controls. C624 doesn't exactly look like this, but I found it. This green connector. So, this being the halfway point, I can decide or find out if from here to here is a problem, or from here out there is the problem, which I already know that this to here is okay. .1 ohms, if you can hear it. The problem's there, or not there. The problem's on the other half. Somewhere between here and out to the relay. Gotta find out where the break is and see if I can fix it or just run a new wire through. This isn't fun by any means, but Mama's gotta have heat, so gotta take care of Mama. Okay, so I found my break in my black with a blue tracer. I had to take out the fender liner, which everything's all nicely wrapped and untouched. So I'm looking first for obvious signs. I come all the way over here behind the headlight and I find some green fuzzy stuff. Lo and behold, a zip tie is not focusing. Holding on for dear life. I don't know, but seen a zip tie. Zip ties don't come from the factory. Not with tails anyways. But I can't get it to zoom, but that one right there is my black with a blue. All corroded. Now I gotta work around it somehow. Get that fixed, and I will get back to you guys in a bit. Okay. Sorry for the bad lighting. Oh yeah, turn that on. Okay, so somebody was already in here before, because Lincolns don't come with duct tape on the wire harness. You can see all that grossness right there. There's my black with the blue for the relay, all broken. This is, listen to this. Circa 2000, I don't know when this repair was done, or so-called repair. But there's my wire. That's why my blower doesn't work. I've seen this before. This right here is for like 24 volt DC stuff, not cars. That's not a car repair. So somebody went through a lot of trouble to put that in. Oh, something else I should show you. Gotta take the bumper off for easy access to this. But if someone else is having a similar problem to this, hopefully this helps narrow down their problem. But let me take care of this, get it fixed the right way. Gotta take out the headlight. Can't see my hand. There's my hand. Take out the headlight. Totally forgot that when I was working on this before, I noticed that this headlight's been replaced. I looked down there. The fog light's been replaced. So this had damage somewhere before. Someone supposedly worked on it, I guess. But I had to take the headlight out to get to the source of the botch job. For you do-it-yourselfers out there, this shit right here, barely twisted, barely electrical tape. This right here, this is not quality automotive grade electrical repair. Let's see if it pulls apart. Bam, look at that. This is why you have problems down the road. This is why. Oh, they did try to solder it. Hard to tell with the light behind me. But there is solder here. It wasn't a good solder job because I didn't have to pull hard to get it off, but let's fix this for real now. Alright, so you can't tell in the video, but it's been a couple days. Life got in the way. But back on this repair job, if I can get this to focus, there it is. It might not look like much to you guys through the video, but that solder joint, I had to pull pretty hard. I didn't even break the joint. It broke a different part of the wire. That's when you got a good solder joint. When you heat up the wire enough, it'll just soak up the solder. When it soaks it up, that's all you need. Just a little bit. And then you would put some heat shrink over it to protect it from the elements. Not that shitty ass electrical tape that was here before. But now I gotta redo what I just did. But instead of that, a quicker way that also works just as well, weatherproof butt connectors. Weatherproof being the key word. Weatherproof being that it's a heat shrink and a butt connector together, so that when you apply the heat to shrink it, there's adhesive that comes out from the shrink that seals it so that it doesn't corrode like what was here originally. And cheaper ones probably can't really tell, but these, when they're cheap, have a split in the barrel. When it's got the split in the barrel, it doesn't crimp as well, it doesn't seal as well, they just suck all the way around. So if you want a good one of these, look for that barrel in the middle with no split or seam, whatever you want to call it. This one's nice, round, complete. So that's what you're looking for. And obviously when you crimp it, make sure that the wire makes it to the halfway point. Where is it? That little dimple there. Make sure that the wire meets that before you crimp it and then shrink it. Alright. Let's see. Lights on. Alright, let's see if I can get the focus. There we go. It's sort of. There we go. You can see that little bit of bubble right there. That's the adhesive oozed out from the heat shrink on both ends. That's what you want. Weatherproof butt connection. Not going anywhere. I'm pulling hard on that. And then here's the other end with the heat shrink, the solder joint, same thing. It's not going anywhere. That's how you do real electrical work for automotive. Preferably the same gauge wire. This is really close. You can go a little over, it wouldn't hurt. You just don't want to go under because then you create a hot spot. Then you get amperage spikes. You don't want that. So now let's see. Let me turn off the light. There it is. Fix my problem. Turn the light back on. Plug that in. Make everything difficult by doing it one-handed. Key is on. My problem before was when I turned this on, it didn't want to turn on. The blower wouldn't turn on. So, turn that off. Look at that. Blower works. All speeds, if you can still hear me. The heat. Turn that off. Then this motor. I think this motor turns. I don't remember. But that's a motor. That one's for the recirculate. One is I think for mode. I don't know specifically on this setup because this one's dual climate, but That was my problem right there. I couldn't get speeds. Misdiagnosed it for the resistor. Found a wire. Now this works. So now Mama can drive her car with heat. Awesome.